Alright, hello everyone. I'm going to be starting out with the SU-122 44 today. Which, hello Floyd. Hello Victor, nice to see you. Thank you very much for the gold. We're going to be hoping to improve on the last two streams as far as winning. Oh god. So I always take a look at like how many games I've won and lost in a stream. Basically 2 streams ago I only won 33%. Last stream it was like 18.5%. So hopefully there's only room to go up. Oh god. Which, hello John. Nice to see you. Yeah, I've never heard of that system. Maybe it's just something in Canada. Granted, I don't think I've ever used my debit card ever. Hello, Craze Missile. Nice to see you. Hopefully we get someone to push for us. It does not look like that is the case. I guess I will be the sacrificial TD. Not exactly sacrificial, but somebody's got to go out here. I don't want to be it, but if nobody else is going to push, then I'll do it. They have so many TDs too. I don't think I'd be able to even hit anything from all the way back there, honestly. Hello, Buzzy. Nice to see you. Thank you very much. He already got hit by something. Okay. Found him. That's what I was afraid about. We got one shot on him there. It's just they don't have very good shots from all the way back in that corner. So many people camp in the northwest that a lot of people know how to counter it now, and it's not very effective. I find he just got whacked by no eye. Let's say AMX, don't push hard, you're gonna die, maybe. Oh lord, that's no bueno. Let's say I might be able to. Okay, at least we killed the Scorp G. I was about to say we might be able to take out him, but somebody got him out. Our other side is experiencing some difficulties, it seems like. It's just we're taking a lot of damage here and not getting anywhere. I do not have the best shot in the world, but shit, I think I waited too long to actually shoot this guy, and he's gonna nope. Let's say he's gonna reload. Got a little lucky there though. Alright, I'm gonna hopefully get back here. The Scorpion G coming in. I think the Scorpion G just he ran away. And I'm dead. The M44. I should have just ran away. Oh well. Yeah, I got 2 kills at least, but yeah, I should have oh, that guy is a little bit angry. Anyway. Alright. So I actually been wanting to play a couple TDs to finally get some. I need to start earning credits again. But pretty much if you guys would like to see anything specific tonight, feel free to request it. Otherwise, just going to be, throwing in doubles and some premiums here or there like usual. Yeah, I think the missions right now for the T-25, a lot of people, at least today's, has kind of a winning requirement in it. But the past few times that I've played, and it's been like do this amount of damage or something along those lines, and it doesn't have a winning requirement in there. People just basically spam matches in it to no end. So hello, Master Beast. Nice to see you. My cord's all twisted up here. I do not have the Object 430, John. I have the Object 140 and also the T62A. Okay. We got some spotting there. I can add that onto the list. I have the AT-15A, yes. Of course, I get flanked by the Udes. Very nice. At least they got him out. Okay. Yeah, I do have the 140. Crap, I need to mosey on over here. I missed my chance, unfortunately, even though the Udes was kind of moving back there, but yeah. I've kind of grown to I don't really like playing on Lakeville anymore. It's just there's just something about it. It annoys me now. But at least I got most of my HP still. It's just like, I think what gets me is like right now our team. There's a KB4, now he's moving to town, but most of the time your team just kind of sits around your base, and the first team to kind of push and win the valley, and then eventually, it just all topples down and you don't really get anywhere. Yeah. But hopefully we don't lose the valley. I don't like fighting on the valley, but it is, it's important to hold. I guess I'm gonna have to. I don't have any spotters in the center anymore, which is unfortunate. I guess I can. Whoa, KV4, stop, please, please stop. It's like they have a crap ton of people in the valley. We can see that. I'm gonna hope that it looks like we're about to get a little push going here. I'm gonna make my way back towards the center / our base, hopefully. It's just our arty should have moved about, I don't know. I don't know how long ago, but they should have moved a while ago. Yep, and of course I missed. Yeah. At the very least, we... It's like the KV4 pinging the base. I don't know why he didn't turn back, because he's not going to be able to keep up with, us pushing up here. So him pinging and just continuing to fall behind us doesn't really do anybody any good. Of course. I just hit him on the one angled spot on the back of his tank that could bounce me. Go figure. I was trying to move that along there, because nah, they're capping now. Oh well. I don't think we're gonna get a reset. I probably should have went back to the base earlier, but I thought we were gonna at least be able to get a reset or two on it, but the literal only chance I have is if they get off of the cap now, and that doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Oh well, I guess played this wrong. Hello, 23 Uves. Nice to see you. Yep, but that's well played by them. It's just cap us out. There's not too much you can do about that if you can't get back to the base. All right, so 140, then the AT-15A. Which there's kind of a Q&A going around about the developers. They kind of had like a live stream, and some people pulled like stuff that they said during it. I wouldn't really believe everything that you see from it. They still haven't set on the changes to premium light tanks, like specifically the M41 Grand Finals tank, the premium tier 8 German light tank. They don't know whether or not they're switching matchmaker to ±2 or leaving it to ±3 like it is now when they rebalance lights. It says in the Q&A it's gonna revert down to ±2 without any nerfs or changes to the tank. It's just, there's a couple things on there that are a little bit iffy. I wouldn't take them at face value. It also say it also says they're removing SPGs if the stun mechanic does not go over well, or at least considering it. I wouldn't put too much weight in that either. You know, it just seems like, yes, it is a Q&A from a live stream with some wargaming employee in it, but I wouldn't say that that person necessarily said the correct things, more or less. But yeah, definitely take it with a gigantic block of salt instead of just a grain of salt. Nah, that makes no sense. Hello, Midnight. I stream over here on YouTube. It's better quality. Hello, Abdul. Nice to see you. Come on, guys. We can push this flank. We need a little bit of help here. I'm just concerned that we're going to get pushed on and our little buddies behind us aren't going to move up. Oopsie daisy. I don't know if he meant to go in that exact spot, but it's actually a little bit difficult for us to shoot up at him and pan him. Doesn't help when you completely miss him, though. It's like, come on, we have so many people on our base, and also the mediums behind us, that we should have been able to push this flank already. However, everyone is just content with sitting there. Sorry, Graham. I did not mean to do that. Oopsie daisy. Oh shit. Oh, now I'm doing it. Hopefully I can get up here before somebody pops down to shoot me again. Obviously the T-57 is reloading. Somehow I just bounced off of him. I shouldn't bounce off of his turret. Alright, T-57's going for him. I want to get this T-25 out, if possible. Since I don't know where our Artie's aiming, but shit, he's 57. I don't think our Artie is aiming this way. Alright, so these two mediums should. Yep, I get a shot there. It's just we kind of need to split their tanks, but it's just I can't push up there against all that, and we're losing so many people left and right here. It's just, yeah, the enemy kind of pulled back to their base, and it's not worth it for us to push now. Had we all pushed as a team in the beginning, we would be fine now. Hello, Nice Cuppa, nice to see you. I am like the king of 0 damage critical hits, and now he has 11 HP. There we go. Let's make him feel like I'm heading that way. Ooh, that hurt. I was not expecting a Borsig. I guess he's sitting back like near, there he is. Let's say he's sitting back somewhere I wasn't expecting to get shot from. I guess I should have kind of expected to get shot from there, but I didn't. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, shit, does he fit the... He knows he kind of has us. He's got the HP. Whew. Shit. That already just tracked me at the right moment, too. I'm sorry, Sorry, dude. And yep, he got me. I was trying my best to hide, but yeah. Still tried. Almost 2,500 damage, so. Alright, yeah, I can add the E100 and IS-7 on. Oh, very much. Yeah, I'm not sure about tonight, honestly. Okay, so the AT-15A was up next as far as request goes. But yeah, I'm not too sure. I only can go until 9 p.m. tonight, so... more or less the difference between YouTube gaming and Twitch. I've just talked about it so much. I don't really want to go on a rant about it. More or less, the quality over here on YouTube, it is better than Twitch. Essentially, you're not throttled. If you're a Twitch partner, it's very similar, the quality. But if you're not a Twitch partner, like 99% of streamers, the quality over on Twitch is worse than what you would get at YouTube. And are you sure about that? It's, more or less, the quality you get here on YouTube is much better. Plus, it just, I don't feel like explaining it, honestly. I've explained it so many times, I'm kind of over it. But Midnight, you know, the difference between the two, YouTube has better quality than Twitch, but Twitch basically has more people that watch over there, and the better, or I wouldn't even say better streamers, but essentially Twitch focuses on their content creators, YouTube focuses on, I would say, the complete package. but really doesn't matter whether you stream on either. If someone you're watching you enjoy, doesn't really matter that much. So, but I don't feel like going on like a 10-minute rant about it. I'm kind of done doing that. It's not like YouTube gaming is something new anymore. It's been like a year and a half, if not 2 years, since they started live streaming. Hello, Royal Hair. Nice to see you. But after this, I got the E100 IS7. But before those two, I need to pop into something like an E50. Something I need to get a double done on. I just really hope I can break this losing streak. It's been like draining me the past week. It's just I'm not even like playing any differently than I usually do. It's just this bad streak of luck for some reason. I have thought about that, Royal. I'm actually going to be over on, because most of the stuff I do is on WoTguru.com for World of Tanks guides, like map strategies, weak spot guides. Over on menzgaming.com I have World of Warships stuff and also stuff for Settlers of Catan. But more or less I'm going to be doing some live streaming, like articles and guides and stuff about it, and also like video making, whatnot. So that is something I have thought about, yes. Making a video about that. So it would save me a lot of effort when people ask me the difference between the two. I don't even mean to sound like annoyed about it. It's just I've talked about it so much during my streams that I just tend to kind of go on and on about it. Alright. Hopefully this Emil and IS2, they're not throwing premium, because that could pose a little bit of a problem for me. I typically don't like to fight very close in this. It's just going over to the other side. I'd pretty much be stuck with fighting from the one line, which isn't very good for a TD like this. You know, slow, fat, low alpha. So I will try my luck over here. Ooh, there, Tiger 2. You're about to... Oh, God. So you're about to take a lot of damage. I don't know how I am not able to pen an Emil 1 on the lower glacis. That is beyond me. There we go. I was about to say, my first two shots, I have literally no clue how they did not penetrate him. It's like I was just shooting at the upper glacis because I got a little bit closer, but those shots should not have bounced. Oh, Lord. Oh, there's an Udez there. Oh, God. I did not even... Yep. I don't fight very often here. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. That was a stupid move on my part. Hello, Artem. Nice to see you. Sorry, I can't really chat too much during streams. It's just, yeah, I only have a limited amount of time for streaming now. Now that I'm back to work, I can't stream as, much as I was during the winter, so I can't, chat during streams too much. For whatever reason, Artem, I read that kind of like I don't know if you play Overwatch. Reinhard saying hello. Alright. I played that for like maybe a half hour today, just to have a little bit of fun after work. Alright, I'm probably gonna head south here. It's gonna be interesting. I almost feel like I should go north even though I'm in an E100. It's just, I don't particularly want to, because it's very difficult for me to basically get past that A5 area if I do push out there, so I'm pretty much just gonna camp there. I just don't really want to head south here because their mediums most likely are going to take this center part first if they do go down here. And they also have a 183 and an E3 that could be difficult for me to, you know, kind of peek out in front of. So I'm not too too confident down here because the E100 it is pretty squishy for a tank with the amount of armor and, you know, its size. It does take a lot of damage, especially on the turret front. But unfortunately, you know, to hit something, you kind of have to point your turret front right at them. Is there E100? Let's see, it's 113. I don't want to get too close to him because I don't think I'll be able to pen this E3, but I'll try. He just took a shot. Yeah, it's just, this is what I hate about fighting down here, is everyone's just kind of jammed together, and I'm just gonna switch to HE, I guess. Hello, Rich. Nice to see you. I hate maps that essentially have just 2 lanes. This is usually bearable, but oh, sweet 67 damage. Well, hopefully that does not happen, Artem. I don't think anybody would wish that on anybody, no matter where you're at in the world. Which, good night, Artem. Thanks for stopping by. Have a very good night. I can't believe I'm throwing HE out of an E100 this early in a match. You gotta do what you gotta do. When you're faced with tanks, you can't. I can't even pen the IS-7's turret here. Not that I just hit it, but oh god. Graham's bouncing a lot of shots though. It's just, we're faced with an E3 and a frickin' E100 down there, and I'm not already safe anymore, but at the very least I can possibly take a little bit of heat off of Graham. It just feels like we're wasting our time until our north breaks through. It's like there's only 1 tank left up there outside of the Scorpion G, so I would hope that they can finish their push. They seem to be doing pretty well up there, definitely better than all 100 and okay. I would like to take a shot here, but there we go. That 113 was just like jiggling right in front of me. I was not gonna want to hit him. Which, hello B-Mavs, nice to see you. Looks like our mouse is finally coming up to play. Okay. Hello, Last King, nice to see you. are they all running away now? It's like, yeah, there's an E3 up here, but it doesn't mean that you run away. Our Artie's gonna die. I guess I'm moving back now. Like, they're all running away. I can't sit up there and, you know, fight by myself here. Our Artie's almost out of the picture. That helps. So I can, I guess, move up a little bit. Shit. I just don't have... Oh, God. Yep. Let's say I don't have the best gun depression in the world. I misjudged that a little bit. Really wish we had our FB215B here, though. That would be awesome. Trying to help you, E100. This bat chat's about to reload, so I really do not care about him. What I care about is not being able to penetrate this frickin' T110E3 unless I... Shit. Unless I hit him right there on his... There's a little weak spot there, but not when I frickin'... I hit a little bit too low. Thank you, M53. You're a lifesaver. Oh, trust me, I was trying not to die. Whew. He saved me. It's just when the E3 gets... There's a little weak spot on that side. Like the little vision ports there, just underneath them. It's very small though. But my only other hope was just hoping my heat shell actually got, you know, a decent penetration roll, which I was not trying to count on because my luck does not seem to be going very well right now. Thank you very much, Abdul, whatever that person just said. Which, hello, Emil. Nice to see you. What's that guy asking? That's fine. I'm pretty sure that's the Green Bay Packer person that TK'd me. Ooh. Don't need a heat shell for him, but goodbye. I do too, Graham. I really hate going down here. But thanks again, Abdul. Makes it easy when, you know, you guys time out somebody and I can just kind of hop along and deal with them afterwards. He might just be waiting for me to point my turret front at him. Yep. And, oh, awesome. Oh, I did not account for the gun barrel. There we go. I was about to say, that could have been a big hiccup there. Yeah, I was about to say, it's probably him. Like, and I just died. Oh well. He's already banned, so. Which, hello, Alexei or Lexi. Nice to see you. Vegetable removed? That translation did not work. Oopsie daisy. I thought it was yeah. Hello, Jose, nice to see you. I thought that was gonna end sooner, but anyway, decent amount of damage there. And yeah. How much damage did you... I thought you... It looked like he blocked a lot more damage than that, because he was out there for... I don't even know how long. So I'll do the IS-7, then I'll get into doing... I'll do a few of my doubles and stuff then. I can get to the Scorpion G after some of my doubles. Yes, I can do that. It's one thing I like about, honestly, talking about the whole difference between YouTube gaming and Twitch. I like the moderation on YouTube better. It's a lot easier while you're streaming. For me, all it takes is one click for me to ban somebody. So, hello D-Pan, nice to see you. Best TD for the 6,000 damage mission, I would say, if you're talking about tier 10s, pretty much any tier 10 TD is good at that. Except for, I would probably say the Foch 155 is the hardest to get it quickly. But I would most likely say if you're talking outside of tier 10 tanks, I would probably go with like a Russian, like ISU, something like that, in the mid tiers. Or even like a German, like the Borsig tank. But more or less, any tier 10 TD I would say is capable of doing that. If you're talking non-tier 10 TDs, it's got to be something with a big-ass gun that you're not really... It's like the German Waffeltrager line. You're not really visible a lot of times, so that allows you to get that damage easily. Or not easily, but easier than, say, like a Yag Tiger where you're getting shot a lot. The same thing with the, say, ISU 152, stuff like that, where even the Object 704, you're not expected to be on the front lines as much, so it lets you get that damage. Hello again, David Wong. Goodbye, David Wong. I was about to say, I remember you from the last streaming, you're banned again. Alright, AMX-50B here. Of course I missed. They are pushing that other side extremely hard here. Please don't be another. Ooh, God. I somehow just did not take damage from a heat shell from the JPZ. I do not know how that was possible, but it happened. It was pretty cold here today. I'll say that. It went down to like 15 degrees or something last night. You just got to be really careful here because that 50B can clip you, Graham. Yep, and ammo rack would do that. Holy shit, he has ammo racked me too. God damn. APCR against, I would guess that he hit me somewhere around like that side corner that was facing him. Pretty much. It seems we have the worst luck right now. But hell, APCR against the IS-7, if it hits you in the ammo rack, usually your upper, like the upper glacis that's angled, kind of protects it. But if a shell goes through there, more often than not, you're going to get ammo racked because it's very weak in the IS-7. Which, oh look, they have an Udez all the way up there. Hello Felipe, nice to see you. And Jerka, nice to see you. Yeah, we're just getting spanked here. I'm not even bothering shooting APCR because really at this point it does not matter that much. Since our other flank just got literally rolled over. I'm just gonna shoot him for, you know, my own sake there. This 50B is gonna kill me though. No doubt about that. second here. But, unfortunately, can't win them all. So, let me hop into the... okay, E50. Hello, Casey. I don't know why I didn't take damage from it. It must have hit me. Honestly, you know, on that side space armor that trolls the hell out of people in IS-7. It must have hit me there. Hey, this map looks familiar. Trying to rub it in, John. I know you are, but it's weird. Our frickin' February was warmer than our March has been so far. Yeah, you gotta love the weather sometimes. Well, hopefully, D-Pan, tomorrow goes better for you. Yeah, at least, you know, the very least you care enough to, you know, try to prepare and, you know, do better tomorrow. Some people, you know, don't even have that. So, you're a step ahead of the game. But hello, Michael. Ah, very nice. It's Friday for you. The weekend is very close then. Yep. Still Thursday here, unfortunately. Oh god, we don't have many people heading over here. It's just everything just yeah. I'm trying to see where exactly I would think I want to go now, but it's just our T-54 lightweight. You know, he kind of dove down there really quick, so don't really know if they pushed over here yet or not. So don't really want to jump down there with, you know, this is a low alpha, 8.8 centimeters, so. Neighbors' cows? That, you know, that might annoy some people. I think that would be pleasant. Ah, very nice, Michael. Alright, we have the Scorpion G behind us, so hopefully, he will be kind enough to help us out here. I'm gonna take a little bit of a leap of faith, and it's probably not gonna work out, but at least that didn't do, oh god, didn't do any damage yet. Third time's the charm? I don't know with our luck. Oh god, the 113 is throwing heat. Why? Why are you throwing heat at us? Oh god, I guess bounced off of him again. Honestly, I should just go play a different game right now. Without, oh god. You can't even get the occasional lucky team carrying you right now, it seems like, but yeah. Oh god, I'm getting frickin' packet loss too a little bit. You gotta love it. I still have a lot of ways to go, Nice Cuppa. Basically the same as last stream. Like 40,000 experience, I think. I haven't been playing very well the past few streams, and on top of that, you know, I don't think I've won in the E50 for like the past, I don't even know. I think I've won one game in the past like week in it. That might be exaggerating, but not by far. Works fine. Grace missile. Come on, Strev. Somebody. Our E50M died. Unfortunately, he died. I know he wasn't expecting to, but... Oh, Lord. I didn't expect him to push up here. It's just... I did shit again this match. What the hell? I might as well just rush in here. I'm just getting a little bit, honestly, defeated right now. Even before I hop into battles. Oh, God. And I got ammo racked. Yeah, I guess I can repair it, so I might get one more shot off. Nope. I can't even do that. Oh, God. I don't play Minecraft Master Beast. That doesn't really... Like, I know a lot of people like the game. I honestly... I don't really... Not to say see the point in it, but... Yeah. Anyway, moving along now. Yay, at least we got a different map here. I don't know why it kept putting us on the same map over and over. That doesn't help when you're, kind of on a losing streak. Did we even... I don't even know if we've won yet. I can't even remember. Well, of course, World of Tanks is my main game I play. But, more or less, I play as far as the amount of gameplay I play. So World of Tanks, of course, is number 1. Right now, Overwatch is number 2. And then Dreadnought, World of Warplanes, World of Warships, and at the very bottom is Battlefield 1. That's really the games I only play semi-actively right now. I also have a PS4 I play on every now and then, but it's not like I pick that up too often. Yes, I do can of peas. My problem is right now, I probably, if we lose this one, I'm just gonna drop. Honestly, trying to do any grinds tonight. I'm just gonna try to play tanks that I think I'll do well in, because I'm trying to get these tank grinds done. Not because I don't like the tanks I'm grinding. It's taken me so long to get through a lot of these grinds that honestly it's just like draining me in a way that I've been stuck on these grinds for this long. And yeah. I'd like to honestly just get to tier 10 and start something new. But unfortunately I've been stuck on these same grinds for pretty much the entire winter. So that's why I've been, taking a little bit less requests as I usually do. And trying to get some of these done, because it would definitely open up the floodgates in a way, because I want to buy back tanks like the ST1 and even like the T10, basically tanks I'd like to get back, but I can't right now because great, now we pretty much don't have any flank right now. I want to go down there and help you, Graham, but right now we have literally nobody on the bridge because they died. And this tank does not perform very well at long range, unfortunately. I don't even think I can get across now with those 2 TDs. I have a Foch coming into me. I can get to the Oho, yes. Honestly, though, with this tank, I am extremely close to switching back to the standard gun, believe it or not. Kind of time has went on, I've found that the HE gun, I would say, in the Type 4 definitely holds you back. You get occasional lucky little shots here or there, but for the most part, you're actually gimping yourself. You only get about half the DPM that's actually stated, and that's with using the premium HE shells that are better than the standard. It's like 611 damage. I would have done that, if not a little bit more, had I just had the regular gun, plus shaved off some of my reload time. So it's just one of those things where at first it kind of felt awesome playing with it, but as time went on, it seems like the worst choice. Yeah, and we're dead. Still did 2200 damage, but it really didn't do anything. We lost even before Graham and I got to the fight, so. But I'll add Doho onto the list. And the tortoise. But first off, I need to let's get into a different tank here. I'm gonna play a couple tanks here. Oh, not tier 1, no. War Thunder, you're allowed to say the name here. That's only on the, you know, World of Tanks forums. You're not allowed to talk about competitors, but I've tried it. Honestly, I didn't like the tank side of it, and I don't exactly the company. They're for people complaining about wargaming being kind of like cash grabs all the time. How do you pronounce it? Like Gajin. What have you come into, Uber? You might just want to run away. I did send you the clan invite though. I got your message, and you know their plane side is definitely good. It pretty much killed World of Warplanes when it first came out, and World of Warplanes definitely was released in a very shitty state. The only reason I play World of Warplanes, very short, fun matches, shorter than War Thunders. I'm not too big into planes, but World of Warplanes at the very least, you know, it's tied to your World of Tanks account. So, you know, you have shared gold, premium account, free experience, stuff like that. DPAN, like, I would say probably not. It's just, you know, I only have up to, like, I have a tier 5 premium over there, but it's just, you know, I don't really have time to, I barely have time to basically get moving on any grinds or basically stuff on this account. You know, who knows, I might do a special thing maybe once in a while over on the EU server, but I would say it's very small. It's just, you know, some of you guys have watched me since, like, I started streaming regularly about a year ago, but, you know, this time of year, and especially once it gets towards summer, I barely have any free time even to play World of Tanks. It's just love it or hate it. That's the, you know, that's the situation with me. You know, I'm not a, you know, person that has a ton of time to always, you know, play games. Even though I run a website and stuff, it's, you know, and it's not like Tanks is, ooh, I actually hit him. Tanks is my day job. I wish, but in a way, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying. But, you know, as far as requests like that, you know, even though I'm saying kind of like no right now, you know, I do remember when you guys asked me, you know, about like certain videos and like, you know, doing certain things. I do keep it. Like sometimes I have a little bit of a tendency to forget things, so I do have a Word document in my folder on this PC that I do write things down to kind of keep in the back of my memory. That sounded wrong, but you know what I mean. I do write down the requests that you guys do that I can't exactly get to in a timely manner. That was a piss poor shot. This is how Southeast Asia is. I don't know how I spotted him, but I'm just gonna auto aim at him. I wasn't gonna hit him anyway, so. Our clan, to me, it's risen a notch. Not, yeah. To me, you know, clan's all about having fun with people you platoon with, so that's really the only requirement that we have. Let's say I was not gonna get that already shot, so I was just hoping to be able to kill this 430, and that's not looking like the case. If somehow we lose this, I'm gonna be pissed. So I'm gonna work my way, honestly. I have shots up here, but if I can get myself on the cap, that will at least maybe pull them a little bit towards me. Honestly, I think this might be our first win of the day. And we're an hour in. We might have won one. I don't think so, though. I think this is our first one. Hello, JH. What do you... I don't know what exactly you're asking there about, Artie. If it was what I said about it, I didn't think I could get a shot because he was going to basically get killed before I could shoot him. Yeah, I hit something. I know some people, you know, outside of, say, the Americas play on the NA server. Alright, got a little bit of damage here. T110 E3 always helps out a little bit. Hello, Doyle, nice to see you. Yeah, I've noticed. Oh, welcome back. Alrighty then, at least we got some... we got a win here. Alright, so the Scorpion G is my next, next tank up here. Which I'm pretty sure I just scrolled past it. The color throws me off. But yeah, let's see. We got one win there. Defeat, defeat, defeat. So we're 1-3. Holy crap, we won a match. We won Karelia. So we're 2-3, 2-4, 2-5, 2-6. Ah, maybe we won Fisherman's Bay too. So we're 3-6 right now. So alright, so we got 3 wins. It's still if you request an SPG, I will play it. I have a tank request list in my video description below this video. It has every tank that I can play on the stream. So, but for SPGs, I have like T92, M53, FB304, M44, LEFH 18B2. That's all the SPGs I think I have. And the Sexton. I don't even know if my crew's set up for the Sexton. You know, that long forgotten premium SPG that you never see. Yeah, it's one thing, you know, YouTube did change a couple weeks ago where the live stream to recording does take a little bit longer to process, but I do like that. You know, I can port them if I stream on Twitch. I can port them over, but it definitely takes a lot longer, and still you do lose quite a bit of quality between transferring it, just with how Twitch's file works out. Because what I stream to essentially YouTube Google here, it's kind of like a, I forget what file format it comes out to be, but it's essentially their file format, so they don't have to re-encode it anymore. Anyway, though, got the Scorpion G. I also can play the Oho. I can play the Tortoise as well. You're asking for the T-25 Pilot? I can play that. I think that's what that you asked there. Unfortunately, I don't speak Russian, but I think that is the T-25 Pilot. Just seeing if anybody popped out there. And I was a little bit late. Me? I played on the EU server for a little bit, but only to get enough battles to post. A green planet? I do have an OI experimental. Alright, I'm gonna go a little stir crazy sitting here if somebody else doesn't pop out. And I hit him on the upper plate. Oopsie daisy. Thank you, T30, for not hitting me. How do I nice cuppa? Or how do you? You should be able to click the little dots next to their name, and it should pop up to message them. Or go to their channel or something and message them there. But I need to focus a little bit more on what I'm shooting right now. I have a PS4. I've played World of Tanks, but honestly, the controls. You know, I played World of Tanks PC since 2011. The controls were, not to say confusing, but it didn't feel right to me because I've played on PC for so long. And it doesn't really make sense for me to, you know, have two different accounts, honestly. So I don't really play it. I have played it, though. I played maybe a few dozen battles, but honestly, it felt more like a chore for me. As far as it was mainly, you know, it's harder to aim and drive around on consoles than it is PC. This is why I don't like going to this spot, because you're mostly useless as far as things go. Like, your team can lose a lot of tanks before you get, like, consistent shots. Let's say I'm probably gonna get hit here, but I was gonna try to hit that Tiger 1. Come on. Alright, time to do something here. I'll have to catch up on chat. Honestly, I wouldn't I thought about live streaming PS4, but I would have to honestly connect my PC or PS4 to the internet. I only do it over Wi-Fi, so that's the problem I have there. I'd also have to get a microphone for it. My microphone's only for the PC here. This microphone does not work. Or at least it does not work the last I tried it. That's what I used to use to do my videos. Alright, he's set up for me. So I'm just gonna hopefully skedaddle around him. I would get gold, but this is a very close match. I'm gonna have to ignore chat here. Just wait for me, Scorpion G. Hopefully I don't get RD'd here. I missed. No. My other Scorpion G, did he push in? I say I would like him to actually push in here. God damn it. either going to get RD'd or shot again by this IS-3. Thank you, Scorpion G. I missed the IS-3 shot, unfortunately. Oh well, at least we're still gonna get a win, I hope. If we lose this, then yeah, this is all on us. That E50 we should be able to kill this guy, but just in case I was heading over that way with how my luck's been. Hello, Alex. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's like the Chieftain isn't finally in the plans for, you know, the PC version to get, but it has taken way too long. I would say the Chieftain most likely we're gonna see it towards late summer or fall here for PC, from what I've heard. Yay! All right. Finally, another win. Very nice job, Graham. Alright, so my next up for my request is OHO, which I probably can't take any more requests tonight, guys. I have a lot here. I'll be able to get done all the requests I have, because I got the Tortoise T25 Pilot, I believe, OI Experimental, IS-3. Let's see, is there another one? There is an SPG request, but I don't think he ever requested a specific one. So I can try to get to an SPG. Ah, well, very nice, Uber. Yeah, I would say if it's that cheap, then yeah, it was definitely a no-brainer to get it. I think you have more missions than I have done, honestly. I think I've got like 3 or 4. I do not think that they buffed the T44-100 Uber now, since it kind of got released. I don't think they did. But King, I kind of quickly said it, but between the TOG 2 gold credits or premium time, I would just take the gold. Like the TOG 2, it's kind of novelty factor. It's not exactly the most fun tank to play, but I'd rather take the gold or the premium time, depending on how much you play. But next up, like I do tank requests in order, so next up is the Tortoise. Then I can get to the OI Experimental, T25 Pilot, after that IS-3 and an SPG. That guy did get shotgunned by that SPG, yeah. But yeah, as far as the PS4, I don't have any footage from it. Like, I only own a PS4 to play kind of like single player games on. You know, it's it's hard to relate, but you know, if you make a lot of videos like for games and live stream a lot, sometimes you just need something. Like, I mainly play single player games on PS4. Like right now, my library I need to play is, like, I need to finish some stuff in Final Fantasy 15. Also, Horizon Zero Dawn, I need to start that, and also The Last Guardian. Like, I don't really, like, I played a little bit of World of Tanks just to see how it was on PS4, but you know, the controls, it wasn't fun for me as far as controls go. I'd much rather play on PC, and you know, at this point in the stage of the game, I'd rather honestly just stream PC than devote time to PS4 tanks when I know I'm not going to be playing it in the long run, if that makes any sense. Thank you very much, John. But yeah, since, you know, I can't go too much longer than 9 p.m. tonight, but you know, since the requests are full, you know, I will get done, you know, all the ones that I have already. It's just, you know, I I can't stream as often now since my schedule doesn't permit it. But I always do my best to fit requests in. I just, you know, can't take too many because I know I won't be able to do them at some point. And also fit in a tank or two that I want to grind. See, defenders are already a bitch to deal with, but getting APCR thrown out of them is a little bit ridiculous sometimes because it doesn't improve. That was my problem, or my fault. It doesn't improve the penetration all that much on the tank, which these guys need to get their butt moving because we're gonna get. Oh look, our 252U is running away. What a peach. Hello, help. Like literally you're going on my blacklist because not that we would have won this, but you honestly, yeah, I was trying to get one more shot there, but like it does you no good to run away and let 3 of us die without getting, you know, extra shots off. You know, whether it's just 1, 2, or all 3 of us getting shots off because we had 1 extra person up there, it's just a dick move to do. Like whether or not he survives longer there, it's just, yeah. I do not play War Thunder, no. So the Tortoise is up next. I tried War Thunder, but you know, I guess I just answered this like 15 minutes ago. Tried it. Plane side is good. Tanks I didn't like. I don't really like playing too much of plane games, so it doesn't make sense for me to play it. Pretty much. Alrighty then. So let's move along to the Tortoise. Playing a lot of slow tanks tonight. Hopefully this goes better than the last match there in the Oho. Not in all the matches, no Craze Missile. There's still something wrong with the NA server to where you get packet loss. You know, the ping is fine now, but you get weird packet loss every now and again. It's just, it pops up out of the blue, and it's very annoying. All right. Ah, that was Ryan. I don't even think that she thought you guys could hear her. My microphone literally picks up everything. Huh?
What, my call?
Yes. You're ruining things.
I'm ruining things? I think I'm ruining things for real.
I know.
I think I'm taking away Snorito.
He's not snoring.
Whatever. He usually does.
I know.
He can make my milkshake now.
Okay. You can shut the door. Yeah.
My attempted scooping ice cream with a bomb.
Which they said hi. She left already. I'm pretty sure you're about to hear a blender in the background. Yeah, it's like, you know, it started with this past patch. I don't know what they did because it's just... It is annoying, you know. Because they fixed it like two or 3 years ago as far as the little packet loss that you get every now and again. And now they broke it again. Don't know what they did, but hopefully it's not a sign of, you know, worse things to come. It's definitely not at the levels as it was earlier in World of Tanks. Uh-oh, I need to get around you because I'm about to get shot again or RD'd. Yep. It's like I just barely tapped my left button and I just turned a lot there. Nice. We got him out. Oh god, they have a Foch 155. That hurt. That definitely hurt there. Yips. And as per usual, not that our North's doing anything terribly wrong, but you know, they aren't pushing it. So if you're not pushing the North on this map, you're pretty much useless up there, because you're just going to lose the South and you lose the rest of the match. Like, it doesn't make sense to go north if you don't think that you have enough people to push across it, because basically you're wasting time, because the enemy doesn't push across very quickly most of the time anyway. So you lose so many of your tanks down the south brawling that, you know, it doesn't make sense. You know, it doesn't make it doesn't make sense to go up there in my eyes. You know, unless you're in like a light tank or something like that. So anyway, let me get one of these going. Then I have a T-25 pilot request, I believe. Yes, and then the OI, or wait, yeah, T-25 pilot. No, that was after the OI experimental. Sorry about that. So, oh god, I thought I had a, maybe I don't have it equipped. I'm gonna have to play the OI for you. Sorry about that. I thought I had the OI experimental. I can play the OI though. Whoever asked for that. It's just, I do have credits where I could equip everything right now. It's just with the tanks I need to buy on my grinds. Honestly, I can't put equipment, and you know, I don't really want to spend credits on, you know, a tier 5 tank right now. So today's update was supposed to be kind of like bug fixes. But I did mention, like, sometimes I can't remember every single tank I have. I did mention in my video description beneath this video, I just put a link in the chat. That is pretty much every tank I can play on the stream here. So if you always pick off of that, I definitely have those tanks. So, you know, every now and again I might say I have a tank, but yeah. Sorry about that. But you know, the OI at least is pretty similar in a way. You know, it definitely has more armor than OI experimental, but sorry. It's just I need to finish equipping the E50. Eventually I need to get the E50M. I need to get the Emil 2, Strev 103B, Type 5 Heavy, let's see, the Leopard prototype, and yeah. That's the short list of tanks I need to get. Thank you, A Green. I know they're similar, but they're not the same, so eventually I'll get to equipping my OI experimental. Usually the tanks down there at the end of my garage, whenever there's a equipment sale, I pretty much go through and I equip, you know, maybe like 5 more of them. It's just I'm down to, I think there's only like a few tanks I actually need to do it, and that's one of them, unfortunately. So I can hear the blender. Our blender is like the loudest thing imaginable. You know you want to pop out again. Goodbye. Pretty much with any Japanese heavy though, your main problem that you're going to face is if mid tiers, you don't want people getting around to your sides because they're very weak and flat. You know, you don't want to dive into fights all the time, because you're not going to be able to win. You know, if you're outnumbered up close, you know, just try to stay at mid-range. You know, you want to take shots for your team, but just kind of work the enemy down. And you know, the further you push in, the more likelihood of them, you know, overwhelming you or flanking you. So it's just trying to play it safe and, you know, playing it to your own speed. Yeah, I can't see either. Let's say I was trying to get him to, I don't even know if he shot. So I'll just dink him for some damage. Student crosser, yeah. See you, Michael. Thanks for watching. Yes, she had a long day today, so she's making a milkshake for herself. But very frustrating to play against Japanese heavy tanks, but as a user, their guns are very easy to use, so that's why keeping your distance, you get consistent damage out of them. It's pretty much just not putting yourself in a spot where you allow the enemy to take you out quickly, more or less. The Black Prince Heavy. That tank, I would say, you have to play it. Definitely stay with a lot of other tanks if you're not top tier. It does not perform very well against a lot of 8s and 9s. I don't even know if that guy's shooting, but
Oh, hi, Dodo.
yeah, you woke him up with the blender. They said, did you throw a student in there?
Should have.
Alright. I don't know if anybody else is gonna... Let's just take that guy out, though. See ya. I'll be done in a bit. Alright, now it's time for me to move up. Hopefully. And not get torn to shreds here by Artie. You still got a couple tanks up there. Ooh, very nice. I guess I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to head back. Holy shit, their bishop is, ooh, he seems to be further towards the center than I remembered. Oh god. This is not good. This Thug G is going to cause quite a bit of damage and or track me again. Ooh. I don't know how I got that. I think she's going to watch one of her shows. I don't think she could play. She is, her wrist is killing her. I don't think she could even... Not that you're implying she should play right now, but I was trying to... At least he said no English. I was about to say, I'm trying to point out that the Stug G was there. Ah, my accuracy. No. This is where the OI kind of falls down, is now I'm this fat, slow, heavy tank. And, oh, this is not a good scenario for me. He can just kind of run away from me, honestly. I think that's what he's gonna do. Oh. Yep. Honestly, this is for the Stug G to lose right now. Oh, yes, you guys are. But, hell, I was trying my best with this tank. You're definitely limited at the end if you're 1v1, or in this case, in a way, 1v3, because there already has kind of me zeroed in here. Yeah, I don't really have any other choice but to try to get back to the flag, which is heading this way. So Stug G probably ran away. He wasn't directly up there, so... Yep, he went to our flag. It just stinks because I did 2,700 damage. But, yeah. M37 honestly should have ran towards me, but alas, he did not. I guess I'm going to try to push to my flag, but he's going to be able to see me. There already is going to be able to shoot me. Unless I can kill him in the first shot, I'm pretty much screwed against him, I think. Because he should be able to spot me. I don't even think I have a very good crew in this with 6th Sense. So, I don't know if he saw me right there. If he didn't, I have a shot. If he did, he's probably just going to scurry on off and, you know. But I don't even think I can get up to my flag in time if he hides on this back side of it. That's the problem I'm going to face here. So that enemy OI though, I don't know. It didn't even look like he was shooting, honestly, which is odd. But oh well. I'm kind of afraid right now that their M44 is going to run up behind me. That's what I would do, just to be able to spot. But here's the hoping this guy is sitting right here, and nope. He's not. Why do you gotta be so slow? I don't have a repair kit, so trying to get up here without getting tracked is difficult already. This is pretty much impossible for me to get up here without getting tracked. They're fun now, the Japanese tanks, but they definitely have their... Oh god, is he getting off cap? Oh, thank the heavens. He's still probably just going to run away and I'm going to get artied, but he would have won if he just pulled back. Honestly, I wouldn't have been able to get up and kill him. But on the flip side, I do not have the mobility to actually catch up with this guy. So I'm probably gonna die by Artie, which is very frustrating. But I don't even have gun depression here. Yeah, I know. He's probably gonna track me, but oh no, he's deciding to run away again. Hell, if they want to tie, I'll tie. Oh lord, that stung. Oh god. Here's my shot. Oh shit. That was close, but I didn't want to miss. That was a little bit too risky. But what can I do? He played it well. See you, Craze Missile. Thanks for watching. I hate matches like this though, where you lose one after basically dragging it out like that, they're demoralizing. So I still got an ace tanker on a loss, but it's frustrating. I couldn't wait and cover. The bishop would have been able to hit me over cover. If there wasn't a bishop there, I would have sat in cover, but I knew that they were going to be able to kill me with the size of the OI. But got an ace tanker, high caliber. Yeah, sucks to lose this one, but what can you do? There's only so much two of us can do together, you know? So, moving along to the next tank, which is the T-25 Pilot. But that's probably one of the worst tanks you can be caught in mid-tier, being that freaking slow. It's just, I honestly, I would say percentage chance, I thought I was going to have like a 5% chance of winning that. The Stug, I almost caught him a couple times, but I still wasn't that confident with how slow, large, and, you know, the OI, it's a very good tank, but not in that situation. But, oh well. Longer you get into a match, the better, or the greater importance your mobility is, I'll say. Mobility and vision. Two things that OI does not have. But anyway, thanks guys. Alright, so got the T-25 Pilot. I have an IS-3 request and an SPG. And then I'm going to see if I could fit in a couple tanks I'm grinding. But I only have a half hour left here. So. Yeah, like the Stug, he was doing a damn good job. He knew, you know, OI is slow as hell. He was better off just running away and not letting him get shots. You know, that guy played that pretty much perfectly. He almost screwed up here or there, but he should have just backed up and he would have been able to cap. Like that was the only mistake he made there. So but you know, it's just frustrating. Like to me, I hate wasting time when I get losses like that because yeah. The T14 had an armor change the last patch. It got weaker on the hull actually, and it got a little bit stronger on the turret, even though it didn't really need it on the turret. I do have an updated weak spot guide over on WoT Guru of it. Hopefully sometime in the next week I can get the video part of the weak spot guide done. I guess I haven't had time. Holy shit, I bounced a TVP. I am not going to test my luck again. So let's just drive out there in a T-54. That's going to end well. Oh, at least I missed them. Alright. I'm in a tier 10 match, so I do not feel bad if I throw a PCR out here. Yep, but unfortunately our E5 died. We are gonna need to back up here, guys. Once they figure out that they can push, we're gonna be screwed. Nick T, unfortunately, I'm not taking any more requests right now. I have 2 more after this, and I have to do a double or 2 on tanks, but I don't have too much time remaining in the stream. I will try to make a note of it and play it next stream, first up. My next stream is gonna be this Sunday coming up. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Just I gotta get up really early for work tomorrow, so I can't stream any longer. Oh god, I hate being the third wheel. Makes me pretty much want to go somewhere else, and then that doesn't help anybody out. It's just, it stinks in the meantime. So unfortunately, I'm kind of left trying to get... I'm not going to be able to get damage now. Alright. Well, you two can hold this spot, as long as you don't poke out and die. Say, alright. My M48's out here. He didn't get spotted yet. So I'll try. Oh lord. And how do you bounce off a fucking Cody T50? There we go. Like, how? Or at least it looked like a bounce. I might have hit him a little bit too low in the tracks and that was it, but it looked like it bounced off of him. The T30 is a Tier 9 TD, yes. Okay. Somebody needs to bite the bullet over here, and there he is. Mr. Backchat. But we're just putting too many of our eggs in one basket trying to fight just up there, so I'm trying to diversify where we're going. We're in a little bit of a pickle because we lost quite a few of our tanks on the other flank without gaining too much. So, oh, at least he's dead. Very nice. I'm not too confident with penning him. I guess I'm gonna try to get him to back off a little bit. It's just at this range, I am not confident at all in trying to. I could APCR. I could pen him right there, but yeah. Any other shot? Not very. Not a good chance. All right. Let's see if I can squeak around here. Yes, I'm throwing a lot of APCR. I don't feel bad since I'm a little tier 8 in a 10 match, so even if I am throwing it at other tier 8s or 9s at times. Even though, granted, except for that PZ7 now, I don't have to worry too much about my pen. Just the 140 and a couple bits, but APCR won't help with those. We should cap here, in all honesty, but if we lose this, it's going to be frustrating because it means these, like the T95 area, didn't really push up. Like literally, if you get on cap, you guys see me do it a lot. It works almost every time. Almost. It pulls them out of the basically corner where you have to push into them to kind of weed them out. I guess I'm gonna be the one to go on the cap because these guys are too hell bent on trying to get more damage. Every single one of them has low HP, including myself. The T95 is the only tank with HP. So I guess I'm gonna go sit on a cap because you guys are, you know, basically damage hungry here. I'd much rather win. Like, thank you very much, John, for reminding me. I forgot, honestly, that was coming out very soon. I've been looking forward to Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. You can buy it right now, but you can't rent it. As of yet, so maybe that'll be the same thing, hopefully. But thanks for the heads up. Yeah, T95 is still not moving. Yeah, my win rate has dropped. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it dropped from like 59.2 down to like 58.7 or something. That's a big drop for me in the matter of 1 week with the amount of matches I have. Just in case it's low to APCR roundup. Still stand by my statement. I'd much rather cap than to chance it and lose, because while it looks like we have a huge advantage, we really don't with the HP left on our tanks. Anyway, though, I have an IS-3 up, then an SPG, and I'll finish out with, it'll probably just be 1, maybe 2 matches for tanks I'm grinding. Looking at the time here, I wish I could, play a little bit more, but yeah, unfortunately I can't. A green as far as, stats and stuff go. These are just kind of the basic stats, more or less, but okay, Graham. Yeah, I'll wait in a second for you. The average for win rate across, all the servers. Yeah, oh no, it's 58.9. So it went up a little bit tonight. Yay! Oh, but yeah, I really want to hit 60%. That's really the only let's say goal I kind of have left. As far as personal stats go, like I don't put too much credit into like win rate 8. Like it's a decent metric, but to me it's at this point in basically, I started when it used to be called like win rate. It started getting popular when it was called win rate like 6, I think. But anyway, the reason why it's flawed is basically it takes, the recent win rate 8 value is a little bit more informative, but the overall that a lot of things are based off of, basically so many tanks have been buffed, nerfed, changed over the course of World of Tanks. It is impossible for any player made metric to be, basically telling of, your very, I would say specifically like down to say 50 points, how good or bad you are. And that's why I kind of hate it, because the values change all the time and it doesn't take into account your past matches in a tank. Like when you look at, like, take for example, say like my win rate 8, I think in the T10. I've never played a T10 before. Never in my life. They're all my IS4 matches from before the T10 was actually a tank. And, when it was the IS8 and then T10. Never played a match in it on my actual account. However, I have like a 4,000 win rate 8 or something in it. Like, it makes no sense. Anyway, though. Yeah, the 60% win rate is something I've been shooting for, but maybe eventually I'll get to it. But very nice, Joel. Yeah, I was looking forward to Mass Effect Andromeda. I still plan to pick it up, mainly for the single player, but I can't even play, the 2 games, my single player games now that I have for my PS4. So I can't pick Mass Effect up until I kind of get that squared away. Someday. Alright, they have a T95, a Tortoise. What flank are you going to be on? Ooh, M103 is throwing heat already. He's overcompensating for something. Alright, the T95. Just because there is a T95, I'm going to double check here before I round this. Whoop, sorry, IS. At least he double checked for me. Tortoise is down that way. It's just I don't want to dive too far in because I can get stuck where that IS is. This provides me a little bit more wiggle room, usually. I don't think I have Sixth Sense on this, so I think he saw me. I am getting a little bit of lag here, like packet loss. It feels like I'm driving through Jello around some of these turns. It's kind of making me wary about jumping out here. Oh, that's a pretty long time to download a game. Damn. Oh, at least you got it in the end, you know? Granted, it's not the smallest game in the world. And of course I missed the T-49. The SCA-2 I saw back up, so I wasn't too concerned about him. That tank with that armor, I didn't think he was going to try to make a move. Although, let's see. He's on the other side of that building. Whoops. Whoopsie-daisy. Alright. Oh god. Yep. There's my screw-up of the match. Hopefully it's just one of them. I thought the T-95 was up there for some reason. No, he's not. He's just sitting there waiting for me. There goes half my HP. That's what I was trying to avoid, since he is basically the biggest gun in the match. Alright. I need to work my way up this way, I think. Shit. I missed my shot. I was taking a pretty big gamble there, and it worked. It's just that, come on. I need that guy to kind of get out of my way a little bit. Just T-95, and go around them. Whew, I didn't want to get hit there, but I got the shot I wanted. Okay, I should be able to get... Here we go. So I'd say he didn't angle properly there. He angled probably about 5 degrees too much. Helped that I had a PCR too, don't get me wrong, but yeah. Scorpion G, he could barely hit me, it felt like. I gotta cut my damage and run here. It's an effective shield, it works, nice Cuppa. I don't... How the hell did that go through that comment, though? I know I'm not angled correctly at all, but I'd almost rather stick my side out to some tanks than my front, because the side has that spaced armor on it. Alright, I need to... be a little bit careful here. Bye. There's the tortoise. Luckily, he did not end me. He has still not noticed me. He did now, though. Just this is a pretty damn close match. He still hasn't really noticed me. Oh, I'll keep doing damage to him if he lets me. Seven HP? Really? T95, why you gotta ruin me? Leave me alone. Come on. Oh god. Is he gonna be around this? Help? I should be able to outrun him, but I'm worried about the guys behind me. I'm down to only APCR and HE rounds. I've shot all my other rounds. Oh shit. So I'd say I did not compensate for the T95's increased mobility here. However, it's still not high enough to catch me, I hope. Thank you, Graham, for at least tracking him. Oh, I'm gonna hope I have time to do this. He has time, I think, to run away, but not to turn around. Ah! No! Why? I should have looked instead of... If we lose this, god damn these people, and god damn him. Nope, we're gonna lose. We are definitely gonna lose. It's all up to you. Oh my god. You can do it, little tank. See, the T95, the buff it got, the speed, whatever, but the traverse... the buff to traverse is the biggest buff it's gotten. Honestly, because you're able to frickin' turn around like a frickin' ninja. If you compare it to what it used to be. This frickin' Waffle Trager, I put him on my blacklist because he should have been in there with us. Yeah. A green, I don't really play tier 1 or 2 really. Every now and again sometimes, but... Come on. Like literally, he... Yeah, there's literally no chance we had unless you could have rammed him. At least he actually, listened. But, I didn't think he saw the timer, so... Oh, God. Another ace tanker lost, though. Awesome. That's the second of tonight. You don't get too many ace tanker losses, but high caliber. It's just depressing. 4,500 damage, and Graham, we did a pretty good job, but are you freaking kidding me? Like 0 damage, dude. He didn't even shoot a freaking round. Like, stay in the West or the French West Indies, please, and don't play. I don't mean to pick that guy out, but if he had just gotten one shot off, we would have won. Just one. Not anything else, just one. Anyway. Alright, so moving on to an SPG. Why don't I play the T92? Well, at the very least, I'm gonna have a couple replays coming out in the semi near future for ace tanker losses. Usually, when I get an ace tanker, I win. So I think that's what most people. So, but yeah, Levi, he's kind of sleeping and waking up, and he just walked in and out. He once it gets dark outside, he 100% bedtime. He just wants to go to bed, honestly. He gets so mad when I stay out here if like Ryan goes to bed early or something, or vice versa. Well, hopefully that all resolves itself, Joel. Alright, I'm having flashbacks to my OI loss. Alright, Graham's spotting, so I'm going to assume that I'll get possibly someone over here. Oop, I got an E75 all the way across the map. Kind of have to go where I think I'm going to get a first shot off. Which I was going to guess is going to be over here, but there we go. Now I got to aim in. Oh god, his name is Whip Me Senpai. Hopefully that hits him. I would say that splashed him. After this, though, I'll play one more match, and that's probably going to be it for today's stream. My next stream, like I said a little earlier, it's going to be this upcoming Sunday, 7 to 9. I can actually go a little bit. I splashed him for a little bit, but I can go a little bit later on Sunday streams, typically. We'll see specifically, though. But most likely you're not really going to see much of me tomorrow, nor will you see me on Saturday, just because of my work schedule. Let's say I'm trying to see if I could get any spots before they make it up here. I'm just going to take one shot, then I'm probably going to switch somewhere else. It's just I'm not really set up to shoot here very well. Like this T-57, I could have whacked him. I hate myself and already sometimes. Oh, I guess not. I guess I had to just complain about Artie and I get one shots. He deserved that though. For me to be able to aim in a T-92 that long and to hit him, he went back to the same spot twice, so I do not feel bad for him. See, I don't think I gotta go for this guy. Even though I was aiming in on the E75, he's not spotted, and if they're inclined to push this far up, I'm better to help these guys, because if they get through those two tanks that are up here, that whole flank is screwed. And that screws up the TDs sitting back here. It screws up a lot of people. But they're probably not going to push out anymore, knowing my luck. We'll see, though. Come on. I would like to whip you again. I'm just gonna let them swallow the bait a little bit more. Awesome. I would say that guy's a little bit angry now. I'm glad I winged it for that shot there. Alright, so this is where I secretly say I am a master of SPGs. and I just complain when I play SPGs bad. I'm just kidding. Typically, I am very bad at SPGs. Or at least I think I am. But if you guys do request them, you know, I don't mind hopping into them. Like me complaining here every now and again. You know, I don't mean it as anything bad. It's just sometimes it gets me through the RNG misses sometimes. But at least this match it's working out. Oops. I was about to say the chat, it wasn't scrolling down for me, so I guess all that. Ah, that's very nice, Joel. Well, thank you very much, John, for getting that for him. It's premium time. Oh, it makes a world of a difference playing without it and with it. I couldn't imagine playing World of Tanks without it, honestly, anymore. But at the very least, they do have, you know, the personal reserves now. That does make a pretty big difference if you don't have it. Come on, good luck. Oh yeah, this is like the luckiest match I have had in a T92 in a while. It's a shame that, honestly, I should have shot him. I would have completed a mission if I shot this object, 261. I think I have one where I need to like counter battery and arty. It's just whenever I play SVGs, I forget I honestly have it because it's not a hard mission. You know, it's pretty easy to counter battery on most maps because you know, arty typically sits in the same spot. Ooh, that kind of helped me out a little bit because I would like to. Do that. It was totally not worth it with the amount of credits it costs for a round, but oh, nice. Well, hopefully, you know, the Tiger 1 grind goes pretty quick for you, Joel. But Mastery Badge First Class. Not doing skirmishes right now, sorry. High Caliber. Got a Gores Medal. It's the 12th one I've gotten. And a Confederate Award. Very nice. But, yeah. That's almost... no, that wouldn't have completed. 930, he got more experience than me. That would have been very close to completing the T-55A mission that I would need to eventually do in this tank. Alright, so let's try to get this E50. You know, I'm getting closer to the 105. This is going to be my last fight of tonight, though, guys, for the stream. I don't mean to whoopsie daisy. No, mute. I was just trying to save that because I usually play very poorly in arty. There we go. Well, if they disappear, you know, they're just going to get replaced with something else. I think arty missions, honestly, usually I skip the light tanks for the personal missions. I think they're easy. It's just I typically don't play enough arty. But if I sit down, I can usually get them done. If I do like a, say, like a late night game session. I wouldn't stream it because usually if I play arty... if I play arty for a very long time, honestly, that's when I pull up like another live stream, someone else. I put music on and I just, you know, click away. So, oopsie daisy. I did not want to go backwards. And that's how I cope with it. Okay. At least we got a lot of people going this way. Yeah. I'd rather play lights too, but anything. The light tank missions, I think, are a little bit more matchmaking and RNG dependent, even considering how RNG dependent already is. If these people stop, I am going to be pissed, because we literally have the whole team in front of me or behind me. Like, literally, the whole team is behind me. Granted, the whole team of theirs is also in front of me. So, yeah. This is like... This is actually pretty funny. Let's track that little guy. At the very least, he'll blow his repair kit. I'm just gonna try to track people. See if I can get some assist damage. Let's say, like, everyone should die pretty quickly if I guess track them if they poke out. The people on the other flank are probably like, where is everybody? Because there's at least a couple over there. Yeah, I think these gamers, or not gamers, I always say that, these games, he's pretty funny as videos. Every now and again I, catch up on some other videos people do, but it's few and far between now. Currently trying to piece together a kitchen at work. It's always interesting year to year what breaks over the winter. I know I'm throwing APCR. Yeah, sue me. Last matches, and okay, I just got rammed from behind by my E100. Awesome, buddy. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna take that as a sign for me to start heading back to the cap. Pretty much. Good job, Graham. As I say, as long as if that E5 does well, that should be, not to say worth it you dying, but as long as this girl comes back, that would be nice too. Don't really need APCR here, but after the past couple streams, I'm just gonna stick with it. Ooh, he's... I don't know what he's doing. It's like, yeah, Artie kind of had a shot on you, but you were honestly safer... Oh, I guess we did kill most of his team. But this is my last battle, guys. At least it's gonna be a win here. Oops, I thought I was going quicker there. Thank you for platooning, Graham. It was a pretty fun night, even though it started out a little bit slow. At least it's better than the last stream I had with 18% win rate. Oh, you guys probably heard it in my voice, yesterday, last night. I was just like, oh. Even though we had a couple heartbreaking losses tonight, too, but yeah. But thank you very much again, guys, for watching. Thank you, Dana, for the... At least it... Did? Yeah, thank you very much, Dana. And also, earlier on, Victor. Thank you for the gold package, Victor. If you're still here. I haven't seen you in chat in a while. It's just Streamlabs is being a little bit funky at times. I don't know if I missed any other tips. Thank you, Green Planet, for this subscription. But yeah, Streamlabs is having, there's a couple little bugs, so it's just it's messing with me sometimes. I lost credits there, but whatever. We gotta win. That's all I care about right now. Pretty much, Joel, yes. That is correct. Except for the IS-7 and 3, the little space armor bit on the side. But, yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. My next stream is going to be Sunday night. Good news, next week is, my stream schedule is going to be the same. But next week, I most likely, since it's the second week of us being open, I should be able to add at least one, possibly two, streams during midweek next week for World of Tanks or other games. Finally, it's just this week opening up a restaurant, I had to basically put in like an extra, say, 20 hours this week than I typically do this time of year. So next week I'll be streaming a bit more. This week though is a little bit tight here. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Have a very good night. Good luck on your T-25 pilot missions too, for anyone doing them. I'll see you guys next time.